Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And what a horrendous start to this game. He can't keep the opening kick in bounds.
Got it. Ready?
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70, Simba Wolf. 60, back.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Defense showing blitz here. Ward. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
The Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this 3rd down.
79 Broncos. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Slow snap, had to rush that kick, and this is a short one. And this one gets just beyond midfield before sailing out.
At their own 46-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This one finds Thornton. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Walker on 1st down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back now, pressure coming. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ward. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Okay, ready?
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. It's Chris Jones, and also each of the last 3 seasons who took him down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
What's going to throw here on 3rd? Skips it short of his man, and that brings up 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
The Bills with a punt team out there. Smith back to receive it. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At the Bills' 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. From the pistol, give here to Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Here's Mahomes now. Going receiver screen here. It's Worthy. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. To the air, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They give up the gut to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Yellow!
Heads out on the bootleg. Headed out right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
43, 40, 15. Hero 15.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready. Get out.
Ward shaking off the pick here. That's him on the quick hitter. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
60 Bison. Bronco.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying getting that to his back, Tony Pollard. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Complete beyond the marker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. So 20 yards on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70. Let's go. 19 tight. 70 Timber. Ready.
Again, Ward going to the air. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Ward now. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty. Incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
Incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
This work begins at the 31. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. First and 10 from the 32. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Mahomes on first and 10. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Man in motion here. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. So it looks like it'll be second and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Walker now from the gun. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Chase Young bringing him down there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is Walker on second. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
On third down, Walker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
15. Come back. Hey, 43. Attack.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get more points to end a lopsided first half. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Butker with the extra points. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Bills nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Throwing now on first down. Ward. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down throw here for Ward. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Has it at the 7. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Big play sets them up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. To the end zone, but incomplete. He couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
On the ready.
One last play before the break.
Panther 60. Panther. Ready. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing here just before halftime. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. So 1st down from the 41.
43. Yellow.
Now an inside give to Walker. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up too.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Yellow. Hey, 57. Hey, 57 color. Yellow.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down. All set to go now from the 35. They've got a man in motion. It's Walker on the give. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Running with Walker again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
1st down throw, Mahomes. On the move, headed right. And he's got it. Has a way out for it, but touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue piling onto this lead.
Bills nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Into the red zone. Touchdown on an incredible return. All right, Brock, let's see. Let's see if this is able to provide a little spark, because their offense just hasn't been able to consistently provide their own so far this game.
Yeah, a little spark, a little charge, a little...
Yeah, and he pulls it. It's no good. Kick goes too far to the left. Point after, left on the table. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there. He's going to put it back in play. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And this is taken ahead to the 42. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Hey, 57, 57.
And off to Walker from the gun. Past midfield to the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes. Dialing up a receiver screen. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36.
3/4 in the books from this one. It's Chiefs football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the 4th. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Yellow. Yellow. Hey, Ripley. 57, 57, colors. 57. Hey, 15, 15, 15. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
43.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
Bill 6.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kansas City.
Oh, wow, he mishit that one. The unfortunate mistake giving them excellent field position. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
62.
From the gun, it's Ward. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
By a man, he's in the clear. Breaks the tackle. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Come on, set. Ready.
1st and 10 here. Ward. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort